More than enough rain this month. Everything in your yard is probably growing well.
That's an understatement, but there is a downside for your plants to all this weather. News 8's garden coach explains.
As a gardener, we pray for rain, and it's been happening a lot lately, which is wonderful, except it's also breeding some things in the landscape that aren't so great, fungus being one of them. Unfortunately, when you get a lot of rain and high humidity, it breeds fungus spores. You might be noticing some brown spots on your foliage, anything like that in the landscape. That's what's going to show it. My biggest tip to you is as soon as you see it, if it's one or two leaves, just pick those off and get rid of them right away. That'll stop that spore from spreading all over the leaves. One of the things I've noticed doing really well in my landscape is poison ivy. It loves this humidity and this heat and moisture. You want to get rid of that with a poison ivy killer specific, but you want to avoid spraying it right before we get any of these rainstorms. You want at least 24 hours of that on the leaf surface to really effectively get rid of the root and everything. One of the best ways to avoid fungus is to never let it start in your garden at all. By avoiding watering later in the evening, say after 8 o'clock, you're going to do a better job of preventing it. What happens if you water late at night is that water sits on the foliage, it'll not have a chance to dry, and the fungus spores will breed there overnight. So water earlier in the evening, say 5:30, give those leaves a chance to dry off, and that'll do a better job of stopping fungus from ever getting a hold of your garden. This is Jody, your home and garden coach for News 8.